this is a silent pandemic that has always been there. Gender-based violence, violence against women, other groups. And I think it's so important for us to continue fighting, because what we have to realize is the fight and that war might not be won in our lifetime, but every single step we move forward, right, really helps build that momentum for the next generation. Due to my own lived experience with many toxic workplaces, right, especially when I was trying to escalate POSH complaints, I think one big thing that I thought was, why can't tech solve this problem? I started looking at Project Callisto in the US, Vault Platform, Talk to Spot. I saw a lot of these chatbots that were able to escalate, right? So they were keeping the survivors safe, but they were naming and shaming the perpetrators and also closing the loop with the company for justice. So I started building a very hacky version of this on the side, started talking to thousands of IC members, HR leaders, survivors to make it better. And coincidentally, that's also when the Me Too movement hit India in a big way. Almost every woman, or even let's say like a non-man, right? Every non-man I know in India has faced a lot of issues, right? Especially related to their psychological and sexual safety at the workplace. So I think if you can opt out, you probably would, just for the sake of your mental and physical health. So I think that is an unfair choice that we've had to make, and I definitely feel like it's something that the future generation should not have to make as a choice. Because no matter how much we are expanding access to education, no matter how many conversations we're having about gender equity, gender equitable households, until the place where we spend most of our time and our lives, which is the company and the college campus, is much safer and more inclusive, it's not going to make an outcome difference for the next generation. So that's something that I realized that I really do want to figure out, and it doesn't matter how hard it is, I am very willing to spend the rest of my life like building this.
I was a bit hesitated as a mother. No, Meghna, don't go for this. And bit as a mother. See, so many other hurdles will be there in this field. It's not a common field to go with that. Startup, okay, we can start new things, other things, fine. This is a different sector. She has to face the world, public. So I'm a bit afraid at that time. But Meghna is very confident. No ma, nothing. Don't worry, we have to do means we have to do.
Today, this is a problem in the world. It is not restricted to any country as such. It is prevalent all over the world. The discrimination is there, the gender inequality, whatever they speak of, even whatever development has happened, still there is an undercurrent which is always there. So that way I'm happy that she's taken up a cause which is very, very relevant today, tomorrow, later also, definitely.
One important thing for female founders to keep in mind is that it's not that we can only take help from other women, right? Other women, yes, they understand, they empathize, they want to help, but what we have to realize is they are stuck in struggles for their own survival because of these same barriers that I'm talking about, right? There are a lot of other allies of other genders who want to help, and they are willing to share power, and I think we should let them. Like in the beginning, I think, I used to think that this was black and white, it's a binary, but it's actually not. There are people who are aligned to your mission, there are people who might not be aligned to your mission. So I think no matter what form that comes in, we should not opt out. The biggest thing though is that please don't cancel yourself from accessing opportunities.
After working with Meghna ma'am, I feel I'm doing very good thing for our society, especially for women and gender equality things. And I'm happy what I'm doing with Meghna ma'am. Before joining Trusting, I even don't know that we are having so much power in our hand. After joining Trusting, I come to know that legally we are having so much of rule. I feel safe, and for us also we have our own policies, set of rule, which we are providing as service to other clients also.
For me, Meghna has been both a personal and a professional lodestar, a North Star, if you will. She has been one of the key leaders that I have looked up to as an individual, both in the personal and professional space. I see her as the benchmark of feminist leadership, as somebody who has brought empathy, compassion, inclusiveness, and prioritizing the human in all the people that she works with into every initiative she sets up at Trust In.
The accident of birth should not dictate your destiny, and because you were born as a certain gender, it should not limit your options for your whole life, right? And that there are awards like this that also commemorate those of us who are building in this space.